Hey guys, Andy here, and there are three things that I love in life more than anything else. The first is nutrition, the second is soccer, and the third is writing. Now, of course, we're excluding friends and family and kale and stuff like that for other things, right? So let's just keep that in mind. Don't call me out on that. But look, in today's video, I want to discuss my passion for number three, which is writing. Now, if you've been following me on social media, if you're at all aware of what I'm up to, you'll know that I've more or less used writing as a primary vehicle for personal and professional development in my career. Because quite frankly, I love writing. And in today's video, I want to explain to you a little bit about my journey with writing, how I got into it, why I chose to invest my time and energy into it, what it's offered me, and all of that good stuff, all right? But let's start with some fun. I've written 9 books. I've got more coming. I actually have a couple of them with me, so I'll show them off. I got this low cholesterol cookbook for 2, okay? Cholesterol lowering medication is maybe the second most frequently prescribed in Canada. It's in the top 3, I think. So, lowering cholesterol, very relevant. I've got a type 2 diabetes book, okay? And all of my books, guys, are of a similar vein. The first half is science and education, and the second half is pragmatic. It's recipes, meal plans, things of that nature to help people bring the stuff to life, because that's very, very, very important. The science and the knowledge is wonderful, and in fact, let me just go on a tangent here. One of the benefits of writing, massive benefits of writing, is that it allows you to gain knowledge in novel subject areas, or at the very least, gain a high level of mastery of knowledge in your subject area, which then allows you to speak with clients or to do presentations at such a high level, because when you research and write something, the maintenance and acquisition of knowledge is incomparable, in my opinion. I'm sure there are studies on that. I don't have them at the ready, but let's just go with that. Okay. Book number 3 that I have on me, by the way, like I said, I have 9. I just happen to have 3 on me. The 5-ingredient heart healthy cookbook. Again, principles in this book: variety in protein intake, variety in dietary fat intake, lower sodium, higher potassium, things like that. Again, the 5-ingredient theme, speaking to the importance of pragmatism when it comes to books and having, easy and accessible recipes for people, as well as a bunch of education as to what it really means to be heart healthy. But these books are a byproduct of my starting point, which was 7 or 8 years ago. I told myself the following. I said, I'm going to write a bunch of blogs. I'm going to get attention for my writing, and I'm going to leverage that attention into books and paid writing opportunities. This was the plan I had for myself in my head. And I started maybe in December 2015 with a crappy free website I built on Wix. I started, my first ever blog post was based on the stages of change theory, which I believe is also known as the trans-theoretical model. And I basically wrote an article telling you or outlining how one can influence someone else depending on their stage of change or their readiness to change. So just plucking principles. And the theme was, how do you influence a loved one to eat healthier? That was the theme of it. Because for myself personally, being in nutrition positively influenced my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister, which means the world to me ultimately, okay? Because we weren't necessarily a family. I mean, we ate okay, but we weren't necessarily a family that was entrenched in, nutrition principles at mealtime and stuff like that. So that meant the world to me to be able to have that positive influence. And obviously it continues to mean the world to me, rather, to have this positive influence on friends, family, clients, blog readers, social media followers, and so on and so forth. Because after all, that's why, I do what I do, and why, we all do what we do when we work in the field of healthcare. So anyway, that was my original game plan. And, that's what I did. I kept on pumping out blogs. I shared them on social media. And then, got some free writing opportunities. Those turned into some paid writing opportunities. So I've written for, big platforms in the United States and Canada, even overseas, Australia, places like that. I mean, it's to the point where one of the wagers that I'm willing to make is if you put just my first name, of course. If you put my whole name, that'd be cheating. But Andy, and then write any nutrition topic you want on Google. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to come up for every single topic, but if you write Andy soy, Andy intermittent fasting, Andy cholesterol, Andy loves kale, I'm going to come up because I've written on all these topics and more. And so that's fun, right? I mean, the extent to which writing can increase your visibility, become a portfolio of your work is remarkable. Truly, truly, truly remarkable. And it not only stands out there for you to be acknowledged, for your outputs, but also as you speak on a subject, you know what I mean? How many niche subjects have I written on or had volunteers or interns write on skin health, on topics like, intermittent fasting and genetics, on collagen, these topics which are salient to the average person, but unless you've spent time and energy to really review the evidence and synthesize the evidence, you can't truly speak about it at a high level beyond just to make a little comment on it, right? So that is why I love writing so much. And even writing as compared to video. Now, I've decided to dabble in video because I fancy myself relatively charismatic and ability to and have the ability to to talk in this way pretty well. I think as a result of my all the time I've spent writing. But over video, writing has some distinct advantages. Specifically, rather, that I can go through a well-structured article with subheadings. I could pluck out the information I want and be on my way. Whereas in a video, you have to wait for me to spew out this verbal diarrhea that I'm saying. You don't know necessarily. Yeah, you can demarcate it, but you don't know what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it. So it's not up to you when you get the information that you want. And that's why I like writing from the perspective of the flip side of things, okay? Anyway, where am I going with all this? So one day I get an offer for a book deal. Awesome, wonderful. I wrote the book with a wonderful lady from Wisconsin named Julie Andrews, exceptional dietitian. That was by far my best-selling book. Shout out to Julie. And then 8 more came on all these different topics. And what a joy it's been to write and promote and to learn. And, I don't have all my books on me because clients or other people have just taken them from me because they're so damn good, right? But anyway, guys, you can see how passionate I am about writing. I can go on for days and days. I could discuss, how to structure articles, why you should start writing if you're just starting your career. These are all topics that I will explore in later videos, but I just want to get across my passion for writing and my love for writing today. And if you're out there and you're thinking, I want to get into writing. I like what you do. I want to write a book one day. I'll tell you this, it's within your grasp to do so. You just need to demonstrate to as big an audience as possible that you can write. You do that, I guarantee you the opportunities will come your way. And heck, I love writing so much that I created this service, which I call Kaleigraphy, right? Which, kale, representing health, okay? Calligraphy, representing creative writing. Combine them together, it's a health writing mentorship program. So, if you're someone who needs some help and guidance on improving your writing or really learning how to use writing to propel yourself professionally and personally, I'm the person to help. It's a one-on-one coaching program, so you'll really understand how I look at writing, get insights from me on all aspects of the writing process, from coming up with topics to promoting them. Some food for thought, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.